Hey everyone, I'm here with JD, and today we're going to go over some starting hands for the Marine Worlds expansion.
Hello.
So, JD, I've hand picked out 5 games for you. You're involved in all of them, so you might know what's going to happen, but we're still going to go over sort of your thought process and why you pick the action cards, why you pick the cards, and sort of how you navigate the early rounds. So, I mean, we'll start off with the first one, which is a game you just played against Tabiko.
Oh, this was like just an hour ago, right?
Yeah, less than an hour ago, but this is from Tabiko's
Oh,
perspective. You're in Tabiko's position. You see in your opening action cards, no discard cards, sunbathing sponsors, and no ignore requirement animals. What are you picking?
I think the choice here is very, very obvious. Or like, at least if you played a fair amount of Marine Worlds. I mean, not only is the sponsor discard great, but it also has such good synergy with the cards one. I've gone down a lot on ignore requirement animals since we did the tier list, but if I for some reason want it, like maybe I already took like digging cards or clever cards because they're both S tier, I probably want the animals one. If Tobiko gets a bad action from me and gets the cards once back, like he's very happy getting that with that because it's a really nice combo. Really nice combo.
Okay, so that's interesting. So you're not only looking at the overall strength of the sponsors, but also the combination with the card that you might get back. That's interesting.
Yeah, and what are you gonna give to your opponent?
Okay, so Tobiko does start with discard sponsors, sunbathing sponsors, whatever you want to call it. And then the next choice is hire a worker Assos or +1 build.
What will you take, Sam?
I would take the hire Assos actually, and not for the blue
Oh.
side ability, but actually just for the red side ability can be pretty useful.
Um, no.
No? I don't
No.
mind it.
I was very high on the build +1. I am still fairly high on it. I haven't played it in like I don't think I played it since we did the video, just because I've had good actions available to
Because
me.
it's
Or
bad.
no, but we're also in Silver Lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Silver Lake is probably the least map I flip a Soch on. I think we both can agree that the front side never does anything.
Yes, yeah, I agree. It's completely blank.
So like, sure, there's some use for the backside, but just the fact that we're on Silver Lake as well, I think you're less likely to upgrade a Soch.
Okay, I think either way, you're probably taking back the action card that you're getting from your first hand, so this choice probably shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah, that's also a thing I do a lot in Marine Worlds. I forgot what I sent my opponent.
Well, there's either no discard cards or animal requirement coming back.
Right.
I think we take either of those.
Okay, so I've gone down so much on ignore animals. So I would take the build here, build sponsors.
I would never, ever take the build here. I think the animals has some upside. I don't see any upside with the build.
I mean, it definitely has upside. I guess it can, but it's like only good for the first 2 breaks, and if you don't have any use for it, it just does nothing.
That's what I mean, but animal threats can be useful at any stage of the game if you need it in a pinch.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge if you start with a first build, but the issue is with the action drafting is that you don't get to see your opening hand and you don't get to see your starting order of actions.
Okay, so you're keeping the
do.
build. I'm keeping the animals. Tobiko's keeping the animals. That's 2 against 1.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's bad.
What do you think about this opening hand? We do have some of the new cards.
Yeah, I think this looks busted to me now.
Busted.
Yeah, you have Science Lab publication. Seems like an excellent combo.
That's stood out for sure, those 2, yeah.
Yeah. Are you still... I'm not sure how much Marine Worlds you played since the last video.
A little bit.
But I've gone up a bit on publications. But that's also because I've gone up a bit on a social upgrade, both in base game and Marine Worlds.
I don't think I could have gone any more up on publications. I was already having it in like S tier.
Yeah, I don't remember where I wanted to put it. I would not say it's quite S tier, but probably the tier below. But it can be really good. And when you have a Science Lab publications, also we're on Lake, and we have yeah, exactly. And we have sunbathing sponsors, right? I don't think you even want hand size here. Something that's very important here in Tobiko's position. I have prior, right? Tobiko is not he's probably not gonna get a species uni when there's 3 projects that need species. But if he had species uni, I would definitely keep the Shida, because that way you have a very easy path to 4 predators. Maybe it's still the cheetah. So yeah, I do like the cheetah. I hate the animal, especially in base game. But just since, yeah, it seems good here. And then I think the last decision, I think there's actually 3 cards.
Well, I believe the 3 that you're tossing up between are the reef animal, just because reef is busted, the eagle,
Yep,
because it's an eagle and
yep.
bird's the base project, and then, well, we'll actually talk about the one that Tobiko picked, which was franchise business. At first I was like, what the hell are you doing? But it's
Okay,
just a discard, right?
yeah, that's true. I did forget about the special action. Yeah, we're definitely keeping franchise. Like, it's a horrible card, but that sponsor unflipped. It's a bit weird. It has to be a sponsored discard.
Yeah.
And as I said, I don't think we want hand size. So I don't love holding on to eagle, especially on lake where determination is available.
Yeah, and you probably
Yeah,
just want to start like Science 2
yeah,
rep if you can't get Species Uni, just to play publications.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, this was so funny because I had something way different in mind. I think Tomiko also had something different in mind.
Yeah, so I mean, I imagine you're going to do first turn build for Tech Institute, probably?
I don't. Oh, I should remember what I did. I think I grabbed hand size because I realized we're both were gonna take cards.
Or, okay, that's interesting. So, okay, so if you take Uni first, then you either get to Snap Explore or you get to build for Tech Institute, basically, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. So there's only one issue with that line. If Tobiko snaps Explorer, which he should do,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he should do it this move. There's a 11% chance a wave shows up and I lose out on Tech Institute, and that would be pretty bad for me. But
Lucky for
never
you.
punished. Yeah, never punished.
Can move on to the second game, which is between you and Darsel a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're presented with this opening choice: clever association, pavilion build, ignore requirement animals. We're on ice cream
Okay,
piles as well.
so what would you pick here?
I think it's a pretty clear pavilion build to go on ice cream parlors.
Yeah, I agree. It's very good on ICP.
Yep.
The other 2 aren't the best, and also Darcy's favorite action, so like obviously he's gonna pick it.
It's his favorite.
Yeah, by all actions, which is quite crazy.
Funny. Then on the second choice, we have hunter animals and discard a sponsor to take one from the row. Snapping sponsors, are we calling it?
We both agreed Hunter Animals was D tier. I played around a bit with it, and it like if you hate the hunt, as I was talking about, it's so strong, like Hunter 6. It's just very tricky. So like I definitely gone up. I don't think it's a D tier card. It's not great, and some games it's not gonna do anything.
Are you picking it over snapping sponsors though?
No.
But you like
Yeah,
it
I
more
think
than previously.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, then I think pretty straightforward between these two.
Yes, sir.
Opening hand for Darcelmore, we do have some interesting choices.
Oh, this is funny.
You have the ultimate kiosk combo.
Yeah, on ICP. I think he even commented on it during the game.
But we also do have a couple of the new projects, the management plans, and we have a reef animal.
Management plant is excellent doing after the first break, but the issue is we have no matching animal to them. Let's say you just grab the bird uni by random and you get like a king vulture.
Yeah,
it's gonna feel really bad. So yeah, I would definitely be interested in the double kiosk combo.
Both of them?
Like, yeah. If you're taking one, I think you take both, unless the hand is very strong.
At the same time, I think there's only so many kiosks you can place. Like, you're going to hit the end games on both of them for sure.
Yeah, but you don't really care about the kiosk you're placing. You just care about hitting the end game.
No, I think there's still a little part where you do care a tiny bit.
I mean, sure, but I still like it. Like, also, franchise gives income for opponents' kiosks.
Yeah,
right?
I think franchise actually. Well, ICP is definitely the best map for it. Maybe the only map for it.
Probably the only map. Okay. You do your selection, and I'm gonna critique it.
Okay, I think we cut Americas. I'd probably go both Australia animals for the Australia base project. Definitely keeping the reef animal for sure. The sea lion I think's okay. We don't have prio on Asos, so it's a bit awkward. And last pick, I'd either take Baboon Rock or speculate on like the bird management plan probably.
Okay, interesting. I think double Australia makes a lot of sense because Australia is the second best continent in marine words, which is crazy.
I still think that's a bit too far.
No,
I know it got
But
stronger, but I still don't really have it ahead of Americas or even Africa. I think it's definitely ahead of Europe now.
so they added 7 more cards to Australia.
Yeah.
And every single one of them is bonkers except 1.5. And
What?
like the
The
one and a
kite?
half that's not yeah, the kite and the sand tiger shark.
Whoa,
And
no. That guy is amazing.
no, it can be very good, but it's very highly varied. Like even if they're not the greatest, like they're not bad cards. It's just like the other 5 are bonkers.
Yeah, okay,
So
but
I'd keep the double Australia and the double kiosk.
that's what you keep?
Yep.
Okay. Darcel decides to go for double kiosk, baboon rock, and the octopus only.
Oh, do you know why he kept the baboon rock? I
Oh, to be
don't
able to
agree with
trade
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you can start by like playing expert on America's trading baboon rock for the science museum, maybe.
Playground. Playground.
I think with the science institute here, it's a little bit interesting.
That's true. That's true. Oh, you play Expert in Americas for Science
Oh
Museum. You
yeah.
discard
Draw it up.
baboon
Yeah.
rock for. I think that's actually what I did because I'm not sure if I missed it or if I had something else in mind.
Oh, you
No,
did
no,
take it
yeah,
away. Okay.
I did see it. I did see it because that's
So
a really sweet line.
I mean, that's a cute little combo that you can do. You can look at 2 sponsors, one in folder 1, one in a different folder, and just take them both. That's pretty interesting. Okay, I
So
don't think
like,
too much more to talk about in this one.
nah.
I mean, I do want to see what he does with his sponsors action though. Oh, he just builds first. No, Darcel, no. Doesn't even build a
Yeah,
pavilion.
that's a bit weird.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. But Dorsal Coin has been on the down low, you know?
All right, moving on to game 3. Okay, this is another game you versus Tabiko. So, I mean, is there
Maybe
anything
like,
to discuss with the opening pack? There is just money sponsors. You pretty much see money sponsors. You have to take it first.
yeah, there's nothing. I mean, obviously, you hate passing the animal section to be here, but just take money sponsors. There's no
Yeah,
question.
because it's just the strongest by far. Next one, we have trading sponsors and hunter animals. So, this is another interesting decision. The trading sponsor is probably stronger. Do you just take that to deny it from Tabiko?
I think I end up taking the. I wouldn't mind hunting animals, as I said, I'd gone up on it. So, like, the thing we first picked is probably stronger than the sponsor. And since he gets a great action from me, I don't think I have to deny here, right?
Okay, because he's saying he got a strong card in the first pack and he's getting a strong card from your first pack, so you don't have to worry about
Yeah,
denying here.
yeah,
That
yeah,
makes sense.
exactly. I'm actually not sure if I do it, but hunter animals is always the picker. But
You do.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the other choice
Oh.
is hunter animals or the Asosa lets you take from the supply instead of the board.
Yeah, and that one is really bad. I just remember playing it recently when it was kind of cool.
Yeah, and also worth noting
Yeah,
that you are first player, so you probably have priority on partners or university.
yeah. That is just bad.
Yeah. Okay, so you do keep hunter animals.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, I don't think I triggered once this game.
A bit more of an interesting opening. So this is one cool thing. I don't know if it's a cool thing. This is something that we're going to see a lot in Marine Worlds, which is the aquatic start.
Oh yeah. It's also kind of interesting with engineering reconstruction, but I think because they have this shared endgame, but I think the rest of the hand is just too good, right?
I mean, I know you're big on reconstruction, but I still think it's one of the worst cards in the game.
It's not great. It's not great, but it can be very cool sometimes.
But we do have aquatic. We have double fish, which I think is always double reef fish, which I think is always a keep.
Yeah, Puffer is one of the weaker reefs, but it's still a reef.
The puffer is.
Yeah, because it takes 2 spots. It's extremely expensive.
So maybe the rep is a bit overvalued, but I mean, getting a rep on repeat is still pretty amazing, I think. But yeah, the 2 spots is a big deal.
But the 2 spots is huge. But also, since we're probably doing a large aquarium, small aquarium, like we're gonna have a lot of spots, and we have a solution to the puffer here as well.
A solution. Oh,
Yeah.
releasing it. You're going to keep the release for
Yeah.
it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's a project, right?
The last toss-up would be between the release or the Hornbill. I don't think Puff is a fantastic release, because you're also losing the reef ability if you get rid of it. But yeah, I think the
exactly.
project has more
It's
upside.
just, yeah, it's just if I don't find another release, or if I need aquarium space, right? At least I can get rid of it.
Okay, so this is the opening we're going to be seeing, which is Because these aquariums are not locked behind upgraded build, and they give a water tag, we're just going to see a lot of large aquarium into small aquarium. So first move, build large aquarium. Tabiko builds a 3 size, doesn't matter. Second move, spend an X, build a small aquarium. And then just 2 aquatic
Stupid.
is there. 2 water tags.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Crazy. Yeah, just straight into project 2 aquatic. And yeah, you do take 2 size and
Oh,
upgrade sponsors.
what I was gonna do is work at 2 CP. I just want 15 money, I suppose.
Yeah, pretty hard to say
50
no to break 5 and get 15 money early game. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
and also 15 money. No, that's not true. I think I missed it, but I thought I could play double reefers, but I don't have the science tag.
I'm
I
pretty
have to.
confident that you're winning this one by about 30 points.
I hope so. Like if I'm losing from this, I'm a bit
You won
worried.
it by 9.
Wait, what was my endgame?
Doesn't matter, you can't. Come on.
No. Favorite zoo, aquatic park.
Aquatic and favorite zoo.
Yeah, aquatic is actually good in marine worlds. I mean, it's still pretty bad, but it's a lot better.
You filled map.
But if I recall correctly, he really screwed me with hypnosis. Looking at Tobiko's board, it doesn't look that scary. This should... I feel I should be winning this by a lot more.
Okay, anyway, game 4.
Mm.
This is, surprise, surprise, you versus Tabiko from Unknown Date. This is another interesting choice in that you have 2 of the same action card here.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you remember what you did?
You kind of gave me the hint there that I'm gonna try to get 3 of the same.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're kind of close, but the mark animals and trade sponsors, I do think they're kind of close in power level. If I start with the mark one, I think it's more likely to pick the sponsors over ignore requirement.
Okay, so at this stage you're already looking at potentially getting 3 animal actions to get a random one.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
I mean, we can actually calculate the possibility.
I would assume it's pretty low probability.
What would you guess?
I think low, like less than 10%.
Okay, it's 17.6%, so
Really?
50%. Yeah, 50% more likely than a wave. But that also requires Tobiko not to take the animals, right? He has to take the sponsors.
And because you're not interested in Clever Associate at all, you just take Hunter Animals.
Yeah, Clever Sauce is pretty bad if it's not upgraded.
And then you get back the requirement animals. So if you get 3 of the same action card, you just get a random one from the deck, which is no discard cards, which, I mean, you're forced to keep that one, and then you probably just keep Mark Animals, which was the first one you picked. Then from the opening hand, we don't have... Yeah, we only have the 1 Marine Worlds card, which is the Firefish, but I still think that's a pretty instant keep here with the Sea Animals project. For the others, not so clear.
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts here, because I'm going to go on a big rant after seeing the selection here.
I know what you kept.
Oh.
I've already looked at these games. Okay.
Well, I think you keep the herb, because we're second player sponsors at 5. And since you're keeping the herb, I'd be just very tempted to keep double reptiles, right?
There can also be a possibility of building a reptile house on this map, getting these bee enclosures back.
There's not much else, right? I think there is an argument for Pelican and Sea Lions because Australia is so strong, the good releases, but it doesn't fit the base projects at all.
Yeah, I would agree on the herp. I'd keep the Cayman and Pelican as release candidates myself.
Yeah, looking back at this, I think it might actually... it is better ditching Croc for Pelican, I feel.
Okay, and what's the plan of attack this game? What are you hoping to get? An animal uni?
Well, I'm hoping to rewind the game a bit so I could keep the Pelican for the Australia release.
Yeah, there it is, punished instantly.
Yeah. Yep. I think it's very dependent on what Tobiko does, right? Because he has Uniprio, which is quite big in Marine Worlds.
Well, this was a very interesting start from Tobiko, and he did take the Clever Assos and actually uses it first move of the game. So Clever's back Assos at 5, and then plays Expert on Europe.
Yeah.
Over the Clever spot, and then Clever's back cards.
That's quite funny.
So Assos is back at 3. But seeing that, you're just going to start with the herp. Tobiko plays the grass snake, which gives another Clever, gets build out of the way. And he's ready to do Europe too. And then, so your plan now is just Sea Animal Uni. To be Coast plan is just Europe too. So,
Yeah.
unfortunate zooplankton.
I mean, there's a sea anemone, right?
True, okay, it does have some benefit right now with the Sea Animal Magnet ability.
Yeah. It's quite obvious Tobico's gonna snap first seal, right?
It's either first seal or the release.
But you snap the first seal to make the release a big problem for me. Yeah, see.
Triggerfish.
Yeah. And Triggerfish is so good.
Okay, and end result of this game?
Asking me?
Oh, you won!
Oh, easy.
26 turns, wow, okay. The
Yeah.
animals 5. Yeah, okay, not too surprised. Alright, and last game we have you versus Darcel again. No, this was from a while back. You got both under 700 at this point.
Wait. About last game, I
Yeah.
wanted to do my rant. The last 3 games in Marineverse I played where someone played Herpetologist. It's just been insane, like 9 reptiles tag or something, like every single game. But yeah, I think just the math behind Shark Attack is quite interesting. And I don't know why. I suppose it's just variance. It's not that bad, it's just that you find a reptile which you're probably gonna sell to the sunbathing. The new product for reptiles is probably the worst new product. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's better than I give it credit for.
Okay, last game here, you have, I would say, the 3 best action cards.
Yes, I have the best action card, the third best action card, and the fourth best action card.
Nah, I'm still putting these guys ahead of clever cards. All 3 of them.
You know how we're gonna sell this, right?
How? Have a 1v1?
Yeah, we're gonna play my reverse after recording this video.
Okay, so no question, you're starting with money sponsors.
Actually, there is a question, because we're also on ICP, right?
Yeah.
Is money less relevant here? Since
I
we're on
would,
ICP?
I would not say so.
Okay. I mean, it's important to ask the question, but I still think it's money sponsors any day of the week.
I think it's likely you get the animals one back, in which case you actually want more money to spend getting a peel when it's upgraded.
It really depends on what Darcel started with, right?
Yeah.
Because if he started with a card section and he sends me this, like he's not gonna take the Dean cards.
This choice doesn't really matter because you're just taking whichever one you get back, basically.
Yeah.
Which is animals. Okay, you do just start with sponsors and animals.
Wait, does he have association higher?
He has, yeah, association higher.
Okay, we need to go back after this to see what he first picked.
Yeah, that's true, because he did not take what he first picked. That's really interesting. Okay, I mean, really interesting opening, though, because I see double shark, baby.
Yeah, it takes... The issue with this, it's... If you have a reefer, you want more reefers, and this is gonna take 7 aquarium spots.
Yeah, that takes up all of your aquarium space, so maybe not the big guy. Endgames, catered picnic areas, which might not be the worst on ICP, an international zoo.
Yeah, ICP is definitely the best map for catered.
You still have to get the pavilion somehow, which is a bit annoying.
We have habitats, so I think Water Dragon is a very good animal early, and it's a Asia tag. I guess we have Asia tag in Martin, but...
One of those 2 I'd be keeping for sure.
Maybe even both.
I would probably go reef shark, primate breeding, speculative. I think I might just go Martin cheetah.
No. You know what I would do? I would keep both Asia tag, koala, and reef shark.
Both Asia tag, koala, koala.
I mean, we have money sponsors. We're probably gonna have a lot of money. Koala is great point dump. We can even start, since we have a sunbuffer, we can even start handshake without having a huge money issue. Australia is just busted in marine rules.
You keep going back to that.
Would be my keep. It's true. Probably start continent there. Like probably start Africa, just so Darcel doesn't have an easy path to Africa. I guess that does make Sheet a bit more interesting because that gives us to Africa.
Also makes the primate breeding a lot more interesting if you're just going to straight up start Africa.
Yeah, but you need an African animal, you know. Oh, I guess also, yeah, we could also start the sea animals unit, right?
Yeah, that's an option too.
This is what's so great about Marine Worlds. There's so many lines. It's extremely complex.
So you're locking in that.
But yeah, I don't want the cheetah. I hate the cheetah.
I like the cheetah a lot.
We have Billa 2. If Billa was on 5, maybe.
Okay, I mean, I think Sea Animal Uni's probably what I would start here.
Yeah, I'd be more tempted. sea animal because it's also the best species uni. The issue is either you get something great or you get something awful, and there's not really, at least for the sea animal uni, there's not much middle ground. So it's
I
a
think
coin toss basically.
most of them. Okay, you did actually keep what you said you were going to, so that's
Oh,
Mr. Consistent.
I didn't expect. I actually thought I kept. Yeah, I actually thought I kept the primate breeding here.
Okay, so
Oh
it's interesting
wow.
actually with the sea animal management plan here. If you draw that up, does Darcel just start with the sea animal uni?
Yeah, but do you see what I see here?
I mean, I see a side entrance.
If Darcel draws up the sea animal management plan, I can get side entrance. Do you agree with that? ICP is the best map for side entrance.
Yeah, I think without question it is.
This is such an interesting opening display.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what you do. I've seen the first two moves. You do take sea animal uni, and
oh, I didn't want you to spoil it.
you get a penguin.
Yeah, that's one of the bad hits.
Agreed.
But here, I mean, it's Africa, so it's I also have money sponsors and maybe a side entrance, so it's not the worst here.
Darcel
But
does
it's
start
still
by
awful.
drawing it up.
Yeah. So wave, please. No, never lucky.
Well, you don't even need a wave. Oh, your build is stuck at
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what would be really good here? Build +1.
So you can build a 4 sides on the rep and
Yep.
card draw.
Yep. Yeah, I might actually. I think I do a petty zoo here to draw it up, right?
I
then
don't
again-
think you do. I believe you just build a 3 size.
Interesting. Oh, right, because conference is very good with money sponsors. I mean, not very good. Very good is an overstatement, but it gives money.
I'm a bit iffy on this plan. He just starts Africa, and then you actually spend an X to snap it up, you mad lad.
Would you not?
I don't think I would there.
What would you do? Just play conference?
I mean, I would not be having conference in my hand anyway. I probably would have broken 5 last move. I think something like break 5, then look to build a 4 size and pick up side entrance over the rep and the card draw.
Yeah, I guess it's different in playstyle. Oh, do you want to know what I learned about ICP today? My favorite map.
What did you learn about it?
The place where I built the free size. There's not 2 borders there.
I mean, you just learnt that?
That's a big insight. Yeah, I haven't realized it before. So I thought I could play a zoo school on my second to last final move, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Who could have known?
Okay, well, thank you for coming on, and thanks everyone for watching.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me. One more thing. I guess you can edit this part out. But we could play the game and then go back and talk about it.